with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Molly Samora. Let's get to your top stories on this Tuesday morning. The cleanup efforts are expected to continue today across parts of the viewing area, especially in Crawford County, after powerful storms rolled through the region. This morning, hundreds of homes in Crawford County are still without power. Lots of chainsaws were at work in spots like here near the intersection of Moisertown Road and Route 198. Crews were in storm mode, meaning they were focused on getting the road cleared and moving on to the next trouble spot. It's a scene that was repeated on a bunch of places in Crawford County, like on Ryan Road, where winds brought a pine tree down onto the road. Despite all the damage, no reports of any serious injuries this morning. And a couple thousand homes across the area lost power during the storm, and some of those homes are still dark right now. Just a few dozen affected Penelec customers in Erie and Warren counties right now, but Crawford County still has more than 1,000. Bloomfield Township was one of the hardest hit spots. We'll continue to update these power outages numbers throughout the day. And Senate Democrats announced they've reached an agreement on a $3.5 trillion plan aimed at many of the Biden administration's key initiatives. That's in addition to existing $600 billion bipartisan effort that focus on infrastructure projects like roads, bridges, and broadband. The sweeping new Democratic proposal would expand Medicare benefits, adding vision and dental care, expand child care, and address climate change. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer points out both plans together total about $4.1 trillion. President Biden will meet with a group of bipartisans of the governors and mayors to discuss infrastructure later today. And throughout the pandemic, more and more people are getting packages delivered to their homes, and officials are saying there is a shortage in the state budget for maintaining the state highways and say they may have a solution. You could potentially be seeing an increase soon on your packages being delivered to your home. That's after officials in Pennsylvania say there's a deficit in the state budget and a package tax could be an easy fix. Back in 2019, a little over 550 million packages were shipped in PA alone. Last year, that number hit almost 800 million. With PennDOT reporting nearly $8 billion shortages in funding this year, officials say a delivery fee of 25 cents per package could be able to help rebuild and maintain local highways. Chris Fancini, the owner of the UPS store on West 38th Street, explains his thoughts on this proposal.
I don't like the idea just because everything's going to roll to the customers. I think in the last 6 months, with the fuel prices going up, that also falls in the customer's hands as well.
Now, this package fee would be the first of its kind in our country. States like New York and Colorado are also considering this idea. It's all happening on August 1st, where this proposal will be presented to Governor Wolf. And the future of Pennsylvania's state-owned universities is in the hands of 18-member board today. They're expected to vote on a plan for some of the biggest changes in state system's 38-year history. It's all part of a long effort to deal with declining enrollment and other issues. The plan being voted on today would combine 6 of the state-run universities into 2. Edinburgh would be combined with the California of PA and Clarendon University campuses. The plan calls for all 6 campuses to remain open but under new names. Again, it's all focused on a scheduled vote for later today. And just as our first warning weather team told us it would, the skies cleared up just in time for another 8 Great Tuesday concert last night. A half-hour delay was already a distant memory by the time Waterford's band Refuge took the stage ahead of Pittsburgh's Chris Higby. Erie News Now, Haley Potter takes us there.
What started off as a rainy and windy afternoon at Liberty Park turned into a bright and sunny 8 Great Tuesdays.
Sun came out, the rain went away.
We're ecstatic about being here.
The half-an-hour rain delay didn't stop Jay Groves from bringing his son to the amphitheater to see headliner Chris Higby, who first performed for them in Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh.
And after the show, he spent a little time with us and interacted with Cooper, and it was just amazing to see what a great guy and a great heart he had, really.
And they weren't the only ones there, ready for a country concert night. And aside from concert goers loving 8 Great Tuesdays, food trucks and vendors are also excited to make their way to Liberty Park, especially after a year of little to no business.
It's great because last year I didn't do anything. I pretty much just stayed home. That's all I could do.
Tree Wynn works for Bite on the Bay, a food vendor that sets up at local events. And he tells me after last week's 8 Great Tuesdays concert, business has already boosted. And they'll be here for the rest of the summer too, because the event is the perfect way to get their sales back.
Erie always liked the 8 Great Tuesday. No matter if it rains, there's always people out here.
And Nikki McBroom from Cali's West Catering says being back and catering for the businesses at 8 Great Tuesdays after the pandemic gives her some hope.
It's really been great. I mean, today we have 7 tents for all the businesses around. Last week we had 5. So that's really good, and it just feels good for us to be back, and doing what we do best.
Haley Potter, Erie News Now.
And we're getting our first looks this morning at another new drinking and dining option coming to Erie's Bayfront. Scott Enterprises announced that they're adding Oliver's Beer Garden on the Bay to the Hampton Inn and Suites. They say it'll feature local beers, specialty drinks, and an on-site food truck, along with live local music on the weekends. It's a $1 million project now set to open up in just 2 weeks. And we want to bring in our Sarah Tongs. More rain on the way, Sarah?
Just a little bit. We're going to start off the morning with some rain, Molly, but then once we get into the afternoon, that's where we're going to look at a little more sunshine. Looking at a Presque Isle right now, like I said, a little bit gray on our Eat It Sarah's camera. We're going to see some rain showers over the next couple hours, but then we've got some smooth sailing once we get into the afternoon. Doppler Max, we can see those rain showers kind of starting to push through, and it's going to hang on just a little bit as we get closer to noon, lunchtime. Here's a look at Futurecast. 10 a.m., seeing some rain showers, and then into the afternoon, they're going to start to pull away from the lakeshore, impacting more Crawford, Warren County, and then into this evening by sunset, we've got much more clear skies, a lot more sunshine, and it's going to be a little bit warm as well. But then moving into your Thursday morning, we're going to start off the day with some sunshine. That's going to help you kind of get up and get moving before the weekend. Now, we're not expecting any severe weather today, but we do have a chance of some general thunderstorms, especially into Crawford and Warren counties. So make sure you're keeping a close eye on the forecast as you go about your day. Looking out at State Street right now on our iLook at Chiropractic Skycam. Like I said, a little bit gray out there. You can see those rain showers kind of still hanging out over Lake Erie and Presque Isle. Currently 73 degrees. It is a little bit humid out there with a dew point of about 68, but temperatures throughout the region still pretty comfortable. We're hanging out in the low 70s, between about 70 degrees for Warren, along the lakeshore up to 74 for Conneaut. So it's definitely warming up slowly but surely. And your weather impact index for today, we're giving it a 1 because we are going to have some morning storms. But once we get past about lunchtime, that's when we're going to see a lot more sunshine and things really calming down. Going to be very nice and summery for the rest of the day, though it is going to be a little bit muggy out there. I'll have your 7-day outlook coming up in just a minute.
Thanks, Sarah. And the countdown to the Olympics is on, but one young man from Jamestown is looking forward to the Special Olympics in Orlando, Florida next summer. Justin Latimer had been involved with the Special Olympics for almost 10 years. When he finished up school, he was looking for something new. So he and his family learned about the Special Olympics. Since then, he's participated in a number of sporting events, including golf, field hockey, and bowling.
Special Olympics has allowed him to participate and make friends that isn't just out on the course, friends year-round that he gets to do things with.
And Justin says he had to take part in local, state, and regional competitions to get to represent the USA in the Special Olympics. And we want to bring in our Sarah again. Tell us just a little about, are we going to expect rain all week long?
Not all week long, but we're definitely going to see some rainy days and some sunny days, kind of a good mix out there. Now, as I said, for your Wednesday today, we're having those early morning storms, and then moving into Thursday, we're warming up just a little bit, getting into the mid-80s, and we only have a slight chance of some afternoon showers, just a little bit of moisture out there, but then we're getting stormy again as we move into Friday and Saturday. You can see those temperatures kind of hanging out in the 80s, but that's when we are going to see some more storms, possible of some, especially into the afternoon. But then Sunday, we're going to actually clear up just a little bit. We could see a couple rain showers, but overall temperatures pretty comfortable. A little bit warm out there, but Sunday looking like your dry day of the weekend. So if you're planning on any outdoor excursions, Sunday might be the best day to head out. But then Monday, Tuesday, we're going to kind of get that rain out of the way so we can start off the next work week with temperatures very comfortable, still pretty warm. You know, it's summer, but we do have mostly sunny skies and much lower chances of precipitation or stormy weather.
Thanks, Sarah, and thanks for joining us for the Erie News NOWCAST. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow. Our next news is coming up at noon on WSEE. Make it a great day.